Graphing parabolas. After watching this video, I will be able to graph quadratic functions. In our previous lesson, we were given a graph of a quadratic function, or a parabola, and we were able to visually identify key information such as the x and y intercept, the axis of symmetry, and the vertex. Now we're going to be given an equation, and we are going to solve for the x and y intercepts, the axis of symmetry, and the vertex. In order to find the y-intercept, we know that whenever there is a y-intercept, the x must be 0. So I'm going to take my equation and replace the letter x with the number 0 and solve for y. Whenever we are squaring something with a 0, it just gives me 0. And multiplied anything by 0 is just 0. So I'm just left with y is equal to negative 16. Remember to write your intercepts as ordered pairs. So 0, negative 16. Something you might realize is that your y-intercept ended up being just a constant that was all by itself. This only works if your quadratic equation is in standard form. Next, to find the x-intercept, we're just going to solve the quadratic like we did by factoring. So we are going to factor negative 2x squared minus 12x minus 16 and set it equal to 0 to find the value of x. I can factor out a common GCF, greatest common factor, of negative 2 before I move on to my magic x. And then once I use my magic x, I'm going to end up with the factors x plus 2 and x plus 4. Once you have your factors, you're going to set each expression equal to 0 individually. And we can solve those two independent equations, which gives me x is equal to negative 2. X is equal to negative 4. Because this is an x-intercept, we can write it as an ordered pair, negative 2, comma 0, and negative 4, comma 0. Next, we want to find the axis of symmetry, and there is an actual formula that we can use. So this formula is negative b over 2a, where b and a are just coefficients in my quadratic equation when in standard form. So my b is just a number in front of x, and my a is just a number in front of x squared. So looking at my equation, I'm going to fill in my formula. So the negative comes from the actual formula, but the negative 12 is what the number b, the number in front of x, is. And then 2 comes from the formula. Negative 2 is coming from the actual quadratic equation. So then I'm going to simplify. Remember your orders of operations. So negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Positive divided by a negative gives me a negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So my axis of symmetry is x equal to negative 3. My last step is to find the vertex, and the axis of symmetry and the vertex are directly related because the vertex is being cut through by this line. So what I need to do is I need to solve for my original equation by replacing the letter x with the number negative 3 and solving for y. So we should end up with negative 3 in parentheses, and now we're going to do our order of operations. So after I simplify my equation, I end up with y equals 2. So the vertex has to be an ordered pair. X is negative 3 because that's what I replaced into my equation. And my y is 2. Once you have all your information, you'll be able to graph by plotting all of these points and then connecting the dots. The vertex is actually a typo. This should be negative 3, positive 2. So I am going to plot my y-intercept, which is 0, negative 16. And because of the space in my graph, I do not have enough space, so I know it's somewhere down here. Your x and y, your x-intercept is negative 4, negative 2. Your axis of symmetry is at x equals -3, so that is a vertical line cutting through -3. And then your vertex is -3, 2. Then I'm going to connect the dots. Because this is a parabola, it should be something like a U or upside down U. If you wanted to make this more accurate, we would need to have more points. So it's a good rule of thumb if you are plotting this by hand to have at least 5 points plotted so that you can create a better graph. Now you try, choose a graph for the quadratic function below. So my first goal is to try and find a y-intercept, and that's easy to do because it's in standard form, so it's just going to be the coefficient by itself. So my y-intercept is going to be 0, -3. Next, I can find my x-intercepts by factoring. If I factor my quadratic equation, I end up with x minus 1, x minus 3, and I would solve them each individually by setting each of them equal to 0. So I end up with x is equal to +1 and x is equal to +3. And then I'm going to check to see if I have anything that I can eliminate. So if my y-intercept is -3, C is out because my graph is not cutting through the y-axis at 3, and D is out. So I'm just left with A or B. Now my x-intercepts has to be +1, +3. A cannot be it because it's cutting through -1, -3. So A must be the correct choice.